Hello everyone, Lags Offline here. And the most recent patch to Halo Wars 2 was a soft patch for a colony's living barrier to make it cost 1,000 supplies and 1,000 power. Now, the reason for this is that before this patch, you were able to use Colony's living barrier for free and use it at the beginning of the game. You would drop it down and it would fill up your leader PowerPoint wheel. So you continue to repeat this process every single time you colony walls or living barrier comes up. You would be able to have about 3 leader power points by 3 minutes, and in about 10 minutes of the game you would basically be able to have double or triple the amount of leader power points that you would have access to. Note that this isn't the first time a leader PowerPoint glitch of this magnitude has happened, though it is definitely the easiest. This is a video a few patches ago where if the enemy team had a Atriox and used the brutes with the mines, every mine that you killed would be considered as a building being destroyed, and it would fill up your leader power point. As you can see, I got 2 leader power points there in that video. This is the same game later on, and I got another 2 leader power points within a few minutes later. Basically at the 10-minute mark, I was able to have about a 45-minute to an hour-long game equivalent of leader power points to choose from. As you can see, this gave my team the distinctive advantage and basically made the game significantly easier to win. At this time, I was unaware of this issue or this glitch. It's the first time I've ever seen it, and in fact, I don't think they ever actually recognized it on the patch notes that they ever put out. So going back to Colony, at 3 minutes, you would have 3 leader power points to choose from, and you would just drop Colony drop in front of the enemy's base, and you just basically be an unstoppable force, especially if the enemy team didn't have any units and they were expecting the game to basically last a little bit longer, be able to get tier 2 units out. But basically you kill the enemy's base in 30 seconds, and then you go to the next base and the next base, and if you catch the enemy off guard, within 5 minutes the game is over. And then if they do even have units, you use Engineer Swarm to heal up your colony drop. So now you have 6 1-star Goliaths to decimate the enemy's bases. And this entire time that you're doing this, you're able to continuously maintain your bases, get tier 2 upgrades, upgrade your bases, basically being untouched and unhindered by the enemy's attacks, rushes, or whatever, because now they have to deal with 6 1-star or fewer Goliaths attacking the enemy's main base. And if they don't have any defenses, they don't have any units, you're just going to steamroll the base. In fact, you don't even have to worry about the turrets, because they're not going to do any damage to you, because you're just going to drop in an Engineer Swarm. So this is the main reason why Living Barrier now costs 1,000 supplies and 1,000 power. Now, Colony isn't the only leader affected by this bug. Serena's ice barriers do the same thing, and Sergeant Johnson's bunker does the same thing. But obviously, because you're not able to drop the sheer numbers as a colony's living barrier would, it's not as effective. And then also those leader power points to use cost supplies, thus hindering you if you're going to use those leader powers to increase your leader power wheels, because it's just going to exponentially become more and more expensive, and you're probably going to want to use that money or resources to build units than to purchase a bunker or ice barrier. Now this concludes my video on the reason why Colony's living barrier now costs 1,000 supplies and 1,000 power. I hope you now have a fuller understanding the reason behind it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe, and more Halo Wars 2 videos to come. Thank you.